Good morning. I'm just going to put this out here. So, my family, um, it's a family of, well, we're seven people. There's six of us that are related and one who is not, but he is basically part of our family. Um, so, we started on this journey about a year, just about a year ago. We decided as a family we were going to book a cruise. Now, it's been it took a lot of decisions as to what we were going to do and so on. My husband and I both really like Royal Caribbean. We have we have cruised on Carnival also, but we really do like Royal Caribbean. So um, before I booked this cruise, I did go on the Royal Caribbean site and started looking at different things. One of their things that they were offering was one of their newest ships. Actually, it wasn't even finished being built yet. It is called Utopia of the Seas. Anyhow, um, we looked at that. We also looked at several other ones that were 7-day cruises. Being the fact that I have five people that have never been on a cruise before, we decided to go with the Utopia of the Seas 4-day sailing. After looking into the pricing and so on, we decided I had watched YouTube for quite a while. EECC Travels. I did contact them because I've booked many cruises or booked a few cruises, but I've done them myself, but I've never been for this many people. My husband has mobility issues and so on. I needed a cabin that was for handicapped accessible. I needed two other cabins, and we were trying very hard to get them close to each other. With that being said, it was by what looking at the website myself, it was very difficult to try to find um, rooms that were next to each other or near each other. So I did contact EECC Travels. They did get right back to me. They did give me some different options of different cruises other than Utopia. But in the long run, we did decide that Utopia was the way we were going to go. So, with that being said, being the nice mom that I am, we went ahead and booked that cruise. I did pay for um, all the down payments. I also took care of all the insurances and so on for that so that we could get it booked and get it taken care of so that we had plenty of time to make the payments on it. So, there again, like I said, that was approximately 1 year ago. Uh, Everyone was getting very, very excited and so on. We've had some issues here, family issues and things like that. And unfortunately, there's been some injuries, people not working. Things happen. I, and I'm not putting that out there that that's a, a problem. It is a problem, but it's anyhow. Um, about 2 months ago, so now we're we're actually um, 4 months from today. We actually leave to go to Florida to get on the ship. Um, but about 2 months ago, um, being the worrier that I am for getting things done and so on, I did take out a personal loan to pay all the cruise stuff off, um, which I did. I paid for all the cruises. Um, all the cabins are taken care of. I also paid for airfare for everyone. I did have to. Not only does my husband have some mobility issues, he's also a little bit bigger guy. So to be safe, I did purchase an extra seat for him for the flight. Um, and they did tell me that there's a very good chance I'll be able to get that money back. It'd be wonderful. I'm not counting on it. It is spent. Um, I do have a Southwest Airlines credit card, and because of everything that I've used it for throughout the last 3 years or so, I was able to purchase my ticket. Um, my round trip ticket was only $12 because I was able to use the points and so on that I had. That's the same credit card that I use. Not that I'm pushing this credit card, but that I use that same card to um, do the payoffs for the cruise so that I could get the extra points on it, just in case I needed points later on to take care of things. Anyhow, going forward, um, kids have been slowly, very slowly, paying me back on some of the things that I have paid for. I did book. Um, we are actually flying in on February 1st. Now, our cruise doesn't leave till the 3rd. We are flying because we live the other side of the country. We are flying Southwest Airlines as a straight flight. And again, I'm not pushing any one airline. Everyone has their own preferences, but we do um, use Southwest a lot because of the fact that they have a lot of availability for straight flights. So we're actually leaving here on February 1st. We have an fairly early morning flight. We have a 6-year-old and one that will be 3 when we leave. They have flown before. The smallest one won't remember because she was just a baby when she flew. The 6-year-old did fly 3 years ago. I don't think there's going to be any issues. The most issue that I think we'll have is with the 3-year-old. She is diagnosed as being mildly autistic, so we're hoping that we're going to be good for this flight, but there's going to be enough of us to handle things in case that um, she isn't. Anyhow, guys, so what we're looking at is a 4.5 to 5 hour flight from Las Vegas to Orlando. Being the fact that we weren't getting in until like 4:30ish Eastern time, I did book a hotel for us that's right near the airport, with the idea that once we get our luggage and so on and actually get to where we need to be, we're going to have some really hungry children and probably pretty crabby at that point. So that's the reason why I decided to stay there one night near the airport. So we'll have our transfers. Supposedly the transfers are going to be all included in that. Got 2 rooms. My daughter, her children, and her significant other will be in one room. My son, almost 40-year-old son, and husband and myself in another room. So, what we're dealing with right now is some of the last, I call them last minute, but things that have not been booked yet. Um, so our hotel has been booked in Orlando. Our hotel has been booked in Port Canaveral area, Cocoa Beach area. Uh, so what we don't have taken care of yet is my husband needs a mobility scooter. And what I thought was going to be a fairly easy thing to take care of, even 4 months out, is kind of being a little bit more um, difficult. So, as I had said, he is a little bit bigger guy. So, um, what we're looking at for the scooters may not be what we want. So I am now doing a lot of research, trying to get an idea of what we need to do. There is one that the travel agent recommended, and a lot of people have recommended. When my husband contacted them yesterday about this, they were saying that the more heavy duty scooters were all booked. They didn't have anything more available. So I do have some concerns about that, and I'm now looking at several different companies that could possibly help us out with that. So we'll continue to do some research on that later on today. I do work on, today is Tuesday, October 1st. I do work half day on Tuesdays, so my afternoon is going to be searching for the better company to go with and get what we need. And hopefully, with reviews and things like that, we'll be able to come up with somebody that, or a company that's good for that. One of the other things that we have yet to get booked is our transfers. Our transfers from Orlando to the Port Canaveral, Cocoa Beach area to the hotel that we have set up there. Now, I have also, with the reservations that I did request early check-in, hoping that that is a possibility. Only because we do want to be able to possibly go to the beach and so on with the girls, because they absolutely love it. I do too. But I know it's going to be a little bit too difficult for my husband to do that. So I don't want him to just sit somewhere while we are off walking the beach or doing whatever we want to do. Also, one of the reasons I chose the hotel I did in the Port Canaveral, Cocoa Beach area was the fact that they have breakfast included, and they did have transfers available to take you to the port. And like I said, we have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, so one of the other things is, we could do Uber. Just my concerns is car seats and so on. There is an option. I really haven't asked him about this yet, but I've been hinting. I have a sibling. My brother lives just outside of Daytona, which is only about an hour from Orlando. and he has car seats. That would be really, really nice, but like I said, I have not asked, I will not ask him. If he offers, maybe. We'll see how things go. Um, anyhow, um, once we do the cruise and so on, and we get back, we are spending one night again at the same hotel that we did in Orlando, right near the airport. So I do have to come up with a transfer from the cruise ship back there. But the hotel does offer transfers from the hotel to the airport, which is really nice. Um, Something that we really need to have with so many of us. As I said, there are 7 of us, 5 adults and 2 children. So, um, we just have to look at different possibilities. And one of the other things that I have not booked and trying to figure out between all of us, getting us from our residence here to the airport and back. To park 2 cars at the airport for a week is going to be pricey. But getting 2 Ubers or whatever to come get us and take us to the airport and pick us up and bring us back is going to be pricey. So, not sure what we're going to do about that yet. But anyhow, I will keep you updated as we continue on this journey for a family vacation that Grandma's paying for most of it so far, but I'm hoping to get my reimbursements on that hopefully soon. Would be really nice. My credit cards are saying Grandma has spent enough money, but with that being said, we'll continue. Like I said, we'll continue on this journey. I will keep you updated. Probably not going to post anything every day, but I am going to. Anybody has questions, feel free to ask. What it's like trying to deal with taking this many people on a trip. Yeah. And that's it for now. Bye bye.